metric versus imperial in liquids, for instance.
Yeah,
If you're
liquids is
buying
quite strange. Yeah, yeah, good.
if you're buying fuel, it is always liters. So petrol, diesel, everything is liters. If you're asking for beer, it is in pint. And just to be clear, a pint in UK is 568 ml, so a bit more than half a liter. If you're buying milk, it is in pints. On in the shop, of course, they will write, oh, this is 2.2 liter or something like that. But the main thing is 1 pint, 2 pint, and 4 pint. But nowadays, you have vegan milk. Every time you buy vegan milk, almond milk, this and that, that's in liters. That's not in pints. So there are
Mix. Look, I'm all for technology. I'm all for going to Mars, going to the moon. I'm all for self-driving cars. But we have to understand that our human body is as complicated as the universe. Like, there's literally a universe inside the human body with trillions of cells. You don't experiment with that complicated of a system uh, so quickly without longitudinal studies. So
About this hostel thing. So when I was coming to Bangalore, I found out who who do I know in Bangalore. So there was one of my real Mausis who stays here, and there was another friend of mine from Pilani who was staying here. And guess who I called that I'm coming to Bangalore? So it was my friend from school. I'm coming to Bangalore. Yeah. Uh,
okay, so let's take the
yeah.
IIM's perspective on Ayodhya. I don't think I haven't seen any of the IIM graduates or professors give their opinion on how Ayodhya will impact India. What's the what's the best case scenario for Ayodhya mix?
Purely economically, there are three ways that I see positives here. One is local economy. I think every other news channel has already covered this in the last few days. But then I see that domino effect going further. And what's the second area that Ayodhya is leading to? There is that infrastructural thing. Of course, there's now the local airport, but then more flights are going in. But what about, call it mandir tourism or religious tourism?
the sea change that he has seen for the last 1 year, especially when the inauguration dates were announced and everything started having getting made at such a fast pace. Indians are traveling; they are among the most prolific travelers these days globally, and the government has been pushing for more local travel.
And see, when we compare it to Vatican, think about it. No one goes, or very few people go only to visit the Vatican. When they visit the
Yeah.
Vatican, they visit not just the rest of Rome. They visit Milan or Venice, or
Yeah.
it's similar to when people come to Delhi, they visit Agra, then also do Jaipur. It's called the Golden Triangle
Yes.
since ever.
Soil does two or three different functions. One, it provides nutrients, right? It provides the moisture, and it also is a mechanism to hold the plant up, right? So those are three or four different things that soil is doing.
Okay, so here's the packet. This has just come from somewhere in China. Oh yes, this I definitely needed. This is a USB hub, high speed USB hub with like seven USBs. Of course, you know why I need it, but yeah, with all these, the mic here, the light there, and so on, and possibly other things might get added. So I thought, nice time to get this hub.
Another thing that I've realized over the last 46 years of existence in this world,
Okay, this is the most embarrassing thing, and after saying that, I don't know why I got anything of these. This is I absolutely know that I ordered, but I don't know where I'm going to use it. So it's like those pouches which you can.
because I work from home, though my office is like literally 2 miles away, but it's just so much comfortable working from home.
So the interesting thing is, the dynamics, at least in cities like Bangalore, for the local grocery store has changed a lot, right? So typically, like you see in places like Bombay and all, there will be one or two grocery shops who are like servicing a couple of apartments, that neighborhood, and they kind of know that area well. Yeah, in Bangalore, that's no longer the case. There are still these guys who deliver and so on. But what we have found, so we have a grocery store within the apartment, right? And if we order from there for delivery, it's like hardly 100 steps from the shop to the house, to the apartment. But that guy, you call him, he'll take down the order. Your order can come in 10 minutes, it can come in 45 minutes, it can come in 1 hour. Anything can happen depending on how many orders he has, right? He doesn't have a fleet of people. But these guys have that USP that yes, you will get it in, and they will show while you are ordering that yes, if there is high demand, they'll say that there's high demand, you'll get it in 25 minutes instead of 10 minutes or whatever. So the predictability level is very, very high. Uh, with our local stores,
I think IAS, it still attracts the top brain that India produces. So, and I have a lot of respect for their intellect.
And now, because of this watch which I ordered, because of this one watch, I got zero delivery fee on all of those, and suddenly it made sense, even if I don't need them. So let's see what is inside that.
Now, let me tell you a secret. You're supposed to put your hands on the wheel, but the way they detect it is that there's a scroll wheel on your this. So, and on the scroll wheel, you can just, like, every 1 minute I do up and down, and after 1 minute up and down, like it's like literally the volume button up and down. Like that's how they're detecting if my hands are on the
Right.
wheel or not. And as long as I'm doing that, and I think they're doing it for regulatory reasons.
Raghuram Rajan. God, I'll be honest. I've lost all respect for a person who I now consider a joker. But
yeah, this need has been felt at the government level also, to bring in people, bright people from the industry who have worked. And there was a scheme which came out some time back. They're basically hiring at a joint secretary level directly from industry.
so the diet that has been working for me more over most of 2023 is I've been skipping dinner, or well, I've been having dinner, except that it's not at dinner time. I try not to eat anything after 6.